But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things?
Slapping my nuts. Watch this.
What's up guys, my name is Stefano, AgentBase, and today I'm bringing a fresh new video. I haven't talked to you guys for a while, and yeah, I don't know, just been pumping out those WW2 videos, the gameplays and stuff like that. I'm pretty hyped for the game, looks cool, but today we're unfortunately going to talk about stuff that I reckon might kill the game or make it, like, I don't know, not as enjoyable as it should be, because you know, so these little things might like wreck the game, not make it as good. The biggest thing to me is the gun variants. If they do like have like I don't know, MP40 or that Thompson looking gun, they have like heaps of variants of it, like the Squeak Easy from AW, like heaps of variants, and like one certain gun has like +2 damage or +2 range is like better than the original gun. Like that shit gets really annoying. And then like, because there is a tweet of Michael Condry saying that there is multiples of like a certain gun or whatever, and yeah, it's kind of annoying when they do that type of stuff, because it wrecks, like, I don't know, it just wrecks the game. I don't know, it just makes it unfair, because a lot of people, like big YouTubers or people, go spend so much money just to get all these weapon variants and get, like, I don't know, it's just stupid, because they make so much money out of it, and they don't even, like, they don't use all the money they make to make dedicated servers or like anything that's actually going to help the game. They just make some shitty ass cosmetics, make it look different, and then they sell it and they want like fucking money for it. And yeah, it's pretty lame. So yeah. The next thing, they'll definitely wreck the game. A time to kill that's like too quickly. Like COD 4 Remastered, the M16 just fucking melts anyone. You look at that person and he's pretty much dead. And I must say, as long as the connections, especially the connection, is a big issue as well in the game. But yeah, a slower kill time is better. Like Black Ops 1, 2, or like 3 is not too bad. It's nothing too quick, nothing too slow. I think Black Ops 1 was a bit slow, but I think Black Ops 2 is probably really good. Nice sweet spot, I reckon. Modern Warfare 2 a bit chaotic, but I think it's the maps and all that, but that's still a pretty decent game. Next thing they gotta get right is the maps. The best maps have been the 3-lane maps. Make sure everything flows nicely, and no big, really massive maps like around or like some retarded shape, because they don't like they don't help with the gameplay, and it makes everything all chaotic, and you're always behind someone, killing someone, and like the flow of the game makes no sense. Like Black Ops 2 has like probably the best maps. Always like 3 lanes. If you do ever look like yeah, oh my god, can't even speak. If you do look at the map when you're like in game, if you do have a Squizzer, it does look like 3 lanes, and it makes sense. It's not like a round map that makes no sense. It's just retarded. We just need those decent maps, you know, nothing too big, nothing too small. Could have a couple of small ones, but nothing too chaotic. So yeah. Another one definitely is going to be we don't want a dominant like 1 or 2 weapons in the game. That makes the gameplay really shit and boring. Like COD 5, MP40 was the best gun in the game pretty much. Black Ops 1 before they patched it, the FAMAS, everyone used it, and that's it. COD 4 Remastered, M16, you know, thing just slays. And Modern Warfare 2, you know, UMP45, FAMAS. I think there's actually heaps of guns you could use. M16. ACR, I'm pretty sure I said that. AK is alright. There's heaps of guns in that game that actually were alright. It's just I don't know, the ump is really overpowered. You need stopping power of it. But yeah, if there was stopping power, you'd want to be able to use a gun. If you could use a gun with that stopping power and still be stronger than other guns, that means it's pretty much OP. But yeah, I'm always gonna have no one dominant weapon. It should be good, because I want to be able to use like heaps of guns and know that I'm not using the worst gun in the game, and I'm gonna have an unfair advantage versus someone that has like the best gun in the game. So yeah. And since they're changing the way they do like more creator class with the fuck, I don't even call it now, the divisions. Yeah, divisions, that's it. This came back to me. We don't want like certain perks. I'm pretty sure they pretty much still are perks, just different names, basic training, what the fuck they call it. We don't want a certain class to have like the best perks like Ghost and like lightweight pro or something combined all together into one class to make it really OP. So you're like pretty much like a stealth ninja. We don't want like no certain class that's going to have the best perks and everyone's going to just sit and use it, because that'd be really annoying. We don't want like one thing that's going to be OP. Like some classes, some of the perks I looked at were basic training. Some of them don't make sense. Or I think, would I take you know, to be invisible from UAVs, or do I want 2 attachments on my secondary pistol or whatever? It's pretty obvious you would want Ghost, not fucking 2 attachments, if that makes sense. Like, don't be like, there shouldn't be like a silly trade-off. Like, there's option 1 is much better than option 2. Like option 2 is like lame. Like if you want to troll or do whatever, something like that. They should make it like worth it. So it's like either you want to be stealthy with Ghost, or you want to not take 4 damage, or like I don't know, something decent, or you want to be no footsteps, or I don't know, like sound or something. I don't know, something good, instead of like having one perk side like option 1 really good and then the second option like lame and it's not even worth doing. So yeah, they need to make sure they do balance out the classes and what perks each one will have, and make sure it's like decent, so nothing not one class is like really OP. So yeah. Alright, another one is geographic location for the connection. Obviously, I play in Australia, and I don't want to play against other Australians. I don't want to be playing against people that skill based, or that might be my skill level, because sometimes they might have like a shitty connection to each other when we're playing, and I don't want to be on a 3 or 2 bar because it reckons I should be versing these people because of my skill. I don't want that. I just want to play people that are close to me, so I get a decent connection and I have fun with the game, because I just know they're not going to put a dedicated server in this game. I just know it because they just talk shit out of their ass. Like they make so much money from Call of Duty and from those super supply drops, gun variants, what do you even call them, and all the rest of the shit they do sell. Like they even released Modern Warfare Remastered as for like $40 or $30, whatever it is. Like bruh, it's like so many months later, 6 to 8 months later. Than now they want to release the game by itself. Like bruh, such money hungry cunts. But yeah. But getting back into it, yeah, we want geographic connection based. We don't want no skill based connection. Only time you want like diverse people, your own skill. Like you play league play, obviously. They should have like, that's another thing. I really want them to have league play. League play should be just like Black Ops 2. I reckon it's the best version of it, and nothing's ever been like better than it. So like Arena was alright, but Black Ops 2's version of league play, the first one that ever came out, is probably the best. And so yeah, and that's the main things. That really biggest problem is going to be gun variants, and hopefully the connection. And I don't know, just heaps of shit that. Okay, out of all of them, the one thing that I don't really care as much is the dominant weapon one, because I don't really care if there's one dominant or 2 dominant weapons, but all the rest of them, they need to be right, because I don't want a game that 2 bullets you're dead, or other sweaty people will get all the time, or that you know, all the people averse use all the best gun variants, and there's me that I don't want to pay no money for a gun variant using like the basic shit person, because they have the best perks compared to everyone else that have lame shit on, or yeah, you know, just that stuff like that. You know, I don't want no shitty ass game. So hopefully take the time, make a decent game, and then fuck us over. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Hope you guys enjoy the day, and yeah, peace out.
They're assaulting the command post!